gallops out of the gate quickly and holds his pinnacle spot in the points on the strength of 7 early season wins. Dale Jarrett gets a nod for midseason momentum. Schwarzenegger would love to have this much muscle to flex, but this may be the magical year for Mark Martin. His three-peat here at the Glen makes him arguably the best road racer in the 90s. He may celebrate today and in December. Mark Martin's the only one in the top 3 in the points that's ever won in a Winston Cup car on a road course, but that could change here today. Jeff Gordon starts way back at 11th in the same car he carried to a second-place finish at Sears Point. And Dale Jarrett's outside pole-winning qualifying lap is a little bit deceiving. Truth be known, he made a couple of mistakes. In other words, this car is a lot faster than people realize. Really, what's going to happen? We could have a new first-time road course winner here today.
The eyes of this former champion look back at a season slowly going up in smoke. Rusty Wallace has seen success. Now he's tasting failure. A year that has left the most dedicated shaking their heads. But not so suddenly. This season has swallowed up former champions. Pocono sent Terry Labonte's season spinning. Then, at the Brickyard, Terry's charge hit a brick wall. The warning signs are clearly visible. But climbing tough hills is a specialty of the reigning champ. This is the face of a road course ace. After 128 starts, Wally Dallenbach wants to be face-to-face with victory. Friday, he put down a deposit. Today, the first union driver hopes to cash in.
Well, Wally Dallenbach is looking to break the bank today. Twice he has finished second here at Watkins Glen. Today, he'd like to steal a win. His getaway car is pretty fast, but there's lots of traffic out there. And trailing him, a couple of road course villains named Rusty and Terry. It's not very easy going. The Wild West shootout comes east today. Who'll win? A veteran gunslinger or one of those young guns with a real quick draw?
Even with the physical hurt from this tumble in Talladega, this suffering superstar somehow managed to battle back.
When you relax, it feels good, but it hurts. It's a good hurt.
2 weeks later, he grabbed the pole at Watkins Glen.
Jeff Bodine picked the perfect time to come home. Down on his luck, but not down on his team. Here, he's a hero and the defending champ. He missed Indy, but that's history. He packed up and left. There's no place like home.
Ricky Rudd's roller coaster ride began 1 week ago when he was crowned Beast of the Brickyard after winning best in class in terms of saving gas. But that feeling of nothing can stop me now took a new meaning 2 days ago as brake failure sent his tide ride rocketing to the turn 10 rails. Ricky was roughed. The car was ruined.
Hopefully Ricky Rudd's rough ride is over. What a tumultuous week for the Tide team. Today he starts his backup car way back in 31st position. But you Rudd fans, don't fret. This car captured consecutive top 5 finishes here the last 2 years. This isn't just another race for Jeff Bodine. It's a new beginning. He's been shopping for financial help, and next week he'll unveil his new co-owners. He's the defending champion of this race. He's a hometown hero. He's in the car that won here 1 year ago today, and he brings the same enthusiasm and is hoping for the same result. Maybe it's really a game of numbers. 3-time Watkins Glen pole sitter Dale Earnhardt starts his famous number 3 from 3rd position today. You see, road racing is a lot like dice rolling. It takes the perfect combination to win. Maybe those numbers mean that Dale will indeed deliver a victory here today.
Well, the car can be perfect. The crew can pull off 17-second pit stops for 4 tires. But the buzzword anymore is track position. It's so critical, Ned.
It is. It's important at every racetrack venue, but nowhere is it more important than on this road course. The tires are so good today. So much money is poured into the sport, making these cars so equal that it's almost impossible to pass on this racetrack. So whatever you can do to get that track position, if it means special pit strategies, then you do that. But you got to have track position if you're going to have a good shot at winning.
ESPN, the world's leader in motorsports coverage, welcomes you live to Watkins Glen, New York, and the NASCAR Winston Cup Bud at the Glen. Going into this race, Jeff Gordon has a 79-point edge on Mark Martin. Former point leader Terry Labonte has fallen to 4th. Dale Earnhardt remains in 6th position. Phil Elliott is now 10th in the standings. Hi, everyone. I'm Bob Jenkins. Welcome to Watkins Glen, an historic old racetrack. They used to run the Formula One U.S. Grand Prix here. The stock cars, however, have been racing on and off here since the late 50s. It's the second and final road course event of the year, something a lot of drivers look forward to, but others dread coming here. Jeff Gordon is the points leader, but there is still no dominant force in the NASCAR Winston Cup Series this year. Jeff has never won on a road course, but second in points. Mark Martin has a very impressive record here. And Mark will be starting in 9th position, and Jeff Gordon in 11th. We'll show you the starting lineup when we come back, and we'll also have the start of the race, the Bud at the Glen at Watkins Glen, New York. Well, the teams and the drivers saluting the fans, and we're almost ready to go. One more lap, and we'll get the green flag. Now, today's field consists of 18 Fords. Ford is on top of the manufacturer's points battle, 16 Chevys, and 8 Pontiacs. The worst starting position that a driver has ever won from here, well, 13th, and has happened on 2 occasions, including last year Jeff Bodine. But look at these drivers who are starting back of 13th today.
Well, of course, it seems like things that have happened in the past, those rules are made to be broken, and it could happen here today, but it is very difficult to pass on this racetrack. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for today's 90-lap race. On the pole, his 3rd start of the 1995-97 season, and his first career pole goes to Todd Bodine. Dale Jarrett, 3rd in points, starts alongside. In row number 2 for today's race, the 1996 pole sitter, Dale Earnhardt, and Bill Elliott with his best starting spot of 97. In 5th position, Wally Dallenbach led 14 laps last Saturday at Indianapolis, and Sterling Marlin, whose best finish was 6th here in 93. 7th starting position goes to Jeff Bodine, the defending race champion, alongside his Joe Nemechek, 2nd fast in the happy hour last evening. Mark Martin starts in 9th position. He's won 3 in a row, 93, 94, and 95. And Robbie Gordon, who was the fastest in happy hour yesterday. Jeff Gordon starts 11th. He's never won on a road course. Steve Park will make his Winston Cup debut. Rusty Wallace has the inside position in row number 7. He has 6 road course wins, more than any other active driver. And Bobby Labonte, who had his best finish of 97 last week at Indy, a 2nd.
On the inside of row 8, Kenny Schrader from St. Louis. And a great road racer, Terry Labonte, on the outside. The 9th row on the inside, Michael Waltrip and Ward Burton on the outside. Row 10, Dorsey Schrader filling in for Dick Trickle today in the 90 car, and Brett Bodine with a new owner. Back in row 11, Jimmy Spencer and Ernie Irvin. Back in row 12, Kenny Wallace and Bobby Hamilton. In row 13, Johnny Benson and rookie Mike Skinner. In row 14, Chad Little and Jeremy Mayfield. In row 15, we have Ted Musgrave and John Andretti. Row 16, we see Ricky Rudd, last week's winner, along with Darrell Waltrip. Row 17, Steve Grissom and Lance Cooper in the car number 1. Kyle Petty and Jeff Burton make up row 18. Derek Cope and Davey Green in row 19. Provisional starters here today are Ricky Craven and Rick Mast in row 20, and Hutch Strickland and Jeff Green in row 21.
3 drivers failed to qualify for this event and didn't have a provisional. Bobby Dillon, Morgan Shepherd, and Dave Marcus. We have several in-cars for you. Bill Elliott was up here in the broadcast booth with me last year in this race because he was suffering injuries sustained at Talladega.
There's Robbie Gordon, who spun down in the gravel a couple times yesterday, starting 10th. We're riding along with him. And Ricky Craven did starting way back.
Yes, he's one of the car back in the field, being he's got a long way to go.
There's the 10 car of Ricky Rudd. He's trying to put 2 wins together in a row after last weekend's win at Indianapolis. Rusty Wallace will carry one of our onboard cameras also as he gets set to go. And finally, Mark Martin. And Mark Martin, look at this. At Watkins Glen, Mark has been in 9 races and has 3 wins, 8 top 5s. The rest of the 28 others, well, they don't have even that kind of record.